This footage shows a rare submersible tank from the 18th Panzer Division. The division was formed in October of 1940 in order to take part in Operation Sea Lion, the planned invasion of the United Kingdom. In the summer of 1941, instead of crossing the English Channel, the division, as part of Army Group Center, advanced into the Soviet Union. In Part 3 in the series covering letters and diary entries from this wonderful book, we'll follow the experiences of a young lieutenant who served in the 18th Panzer Division. Using rare film footage, we'll bring his story to life, and with OKW situational maps, we'll add context. You can find the entries from today's episode on pages 37 and 38 in the book. If you haven't got it yet, the pinned link in the comments section will get you to it. It's worth having, I promise. This is the original War Atlas for the German High Command for Operation Barbarossa. We are looking at the situational map for June 24th, 1941, 2 days after Operation Barbarossa began. The 18th Panzer Division, part of Panzer Group 2, being led by General Heinz Guderian, was thrusting to the northeast in the direction of Minsk. Army Group North would make up the left pincer of this massive envelopment maneuver, which would eventually create the Bialystock Minsk pocket. The 18th Panzer Division, at the tip of the spearhead thrust, was facing the brunt of desperate Soviet resistance, and so clearing the way for the 3rd Panzer Division to continue racing forwards. At the end of this video, we'll take a look at the June 25th situational map, the second diary entry that we'll cover today, to see how things have developed, so stick around. At 2200 hours, I'm summoned to the division. I take another 5 motorcycle messengers with me. The road is blocked by vehicle columns, and it takes a long time for me to get through. At the head of the column, I discover that the divisional command post is surrounded and decide to continue on alone. It's pretty dark, and now and then I come across some of our soldiers. Suddenly, I have the impression that Russian tanks may be attacking, and with a few hastily organized soldiers, we establish a hedgehog defensive position. When a rifle company continues ahead, I join them. We meet the commander of the Combat Engineer Battalion, Major General. He seems to think that there are absolutely no Russians there at all, and that we're simply shooting at each other. When I continue onward, I meet my chief, who is going to get help. I go with him to the divisional command post. We can't go along the road and must take a long detour. Close to the location of the command post, we come across some Russians who are lying ahead of us in the grass. A crazy shootout is underway, but we really can't make out what's going on. It looks like everything has gone totally berserk at the command post. A Russian column coming from the west had thrust directly into our division's march route. They probably wanted to get out of the cauldron. This is a good place to thank my Patreon supporters who help buy the originals used to create these videos. Supporters get regular access to exclusive footage that can't be shown here. Open a free account and take a look at some example footage at military1945.com. A few trucks were shot into flames by a tank that just happened to be standing by for repairs. The enemy dismounted from the rest and attacked. It was a strange group of people. There were even a few German communists among them. Most of them were in civilian clothes. Even women and children were there. They wore steel helmets too and shot at us. The heavy combat continues. Everything around us is in flames. Russian trucks and German gasoline trucks. If only day would come so that we could get some help. The shooting is coming from everywhere. My chief now has command here. The divisional commander isn't here. He's out with reconnaissance. Even the longest night finally comes to an end.
Jetzt können wir endlich klar sehen.
Now we can see clearly. Russians are still being pulled out of the trucks. Some of them are hidden under the axles. There are even some in our vehicles. It's quite a considerable number coming together here. The woman who wailed so madly through the night has now become quieter. She has an infant with her. Her wailing made everyone nervous all night long. She must be mad, because she pounds away and talks as if making a grand speech. Around 20 of the worst renegades and those who have passed themselves off as German soldiers are executed. And the woman is among them. I am pleased that this chapter is closed. If it is to go on like this, then we'll have to receive fresh supplies of nerves.
Here we are again, looking at the situational map for June 24th. And this is June 25th. If you'd like to see the other parts to this series, which are really good, click on this link. Patreon members get regular access to exclusive film footage. If you like this kind of material, please subscribe to the channel and like the video. Thanks for watching.